G'day, g'day. Today I'm talking about the most neglected task that you should be doing on LinkedIn that actually makes pretty much most of the inbound leads or client wins that you're going to have on LinkedIn. It's the most neglected thing. So I'm Ty Giuliani, I'm the LinkedIn guy, and I'm known for transforming people's LinkedIn from this stale, unperforming platform to actually a LinkedIn sales funnel. So one of a recent call that I had, the person had 18,000 connections, over 18,000 connections on LinkedIn, right? So they've been on LinkedIn for about 12 years, I think it was. So a long time, 18,000 connections. And when we got diving into, his current LinkedIn strategy, there was a big red flag because I was asking him, well, how many people are reaching out to you? How many people are coming to you and asking about your services on LinkedIn? And I kind of knew it was going to be low because that's what I do. And it was very low. In fact, it was none. He was getting no one reaching out to him and asking about his services. All he was getting was people that were pitching to him and wanting to sell him stuff, right? Does that kind of sound familiar? And there was a huge red flag, and there was, for me, it's like, this is a wasted opportunity. Basically, what this person had become was a collector. And I use this often. It's like a museum collector, right? Or a curator at a museum. Is have all these 18,000 connections, puts them on the shelves and do nothing with it. They sit there gathering dust. Now that's nuts. 18,500 people, that can fill a small stadium. And you're getting nothing with it. So there's a couple of things that you should be really looking at. Nurturing in the LinkedIn inbox is a massive cash cow. It really is. One, you should be looking at how can I segment those 18,500 people. You should have custom lists or lead lists where you have put the most active players that are A grade, like the ones you've spoken to already. Maybe they weren't ready for your services. You should segment your list into manageable groups, right? Start with your A players, the ones that are your most ideal client avatars, the ones that you've already actually had engagement with and spoken to. Then you need to put in a routine, and it should be at least kind of 3 times a month. You should be reaching out to them inside Messenger, and you can use automation tools for that, because it's going to be almost 100% open rates. When people see that red dot above their Messenger, they're opening it. They just can't help to open it. So you should be nurturing them with content. Now the content, this is where people stuff up. They just send some kind of boring article or some value that they see. It should be stuff about their industry that they can't just go and Google somewhere. This comes from you being in your industry, not just an outsider selling into your industry. But if you are truly a market master, you need to be in the industry, getting these gossips, getting these tidbits from other people in the industry, and you collate that every day. You're collating that information. Then craft content that you can send these people in the inbox that is actually valuable. It's stuff that they can't Google, ungoogleable, right? That kind of stuff, that is what's going to get their interest. The more they see you, the more they finally know, like, and trust you. When they're like, and they're seeing your message about the services that you're offering and that you're hitting in their inbox with stuff that no one else is sending them, who do you think they're coming to when they finally realize, like, I have to solve this problem? And, oh yeah, this guy, he's the one that's always top of mind. He's the one that's sending me the stuff. Well, they're coming to you. They're coming to you. Of course, you've got to combine it with content and engagement strategy, and that's what I coach to. So if you've got a ton of potential prospects sitting on your LinkedIn and you've done nothing with, you need to start a nurture strategy. I have one. I coach it. If you're interested, click below. You can hear me talk about this on a webinar. And if you like it, reach out and we can talk about how we can put in a LinkedIn sales funnel for you. But nurture. You've got to nurture. That's where the money is. All right, guys.